Join me as I take on the challenge of uncovering the 7 countries you should totally avoid visiting in 2024. Traveling is an incredible way to broaden your horizons and experience new cultures, but let's be real, not all destinations are created equal. In fact, some countries can be downright dangerous, and as a responsible traveler, it's essential to do your research and know which ones to avoid. In today's increasingly unpredictable world, concerns around safety, political instability, and health risks are on the rise. From violent protests to outbreaks of deadly diseases, there are many reasons why certain countries might not be the best choice for your next adventure. As travelers, we're not just talking about petty theft or scams, but real, life-threatening risks that can ruin your trip and even put your life in danger. The unsettling truth is that many countries are facing unprecedented challenges, from armed conflicts to economic collapse, and it's essential to stay informed and adapt our travel plans accordingly. Whether it's the threat of terrorism, civil unrest, or environmental disasters, the world can be a daunting place, and it's crucial to prioritize your safety above all else. Of course, it's not all doom and gloom, and there are many incredible destinations that are perfectly safe to visit. However, for the sake of your safety and security, it's vital to steer clear of certain countries that are simply not worth the risk. So, without further ado, let's dive into the top 7 countries you should avoid visiting in 2024. First up, we have Venezuela, a country plagued by political unrest, hyperinflation, and violent crime. The capital city, Caracas, is one of the most dangerous cities in the world, with kidnapping and murder rates skyrocketing in recent years. Next, we have Yemen, a country ravaged by civil war and terrorism. The ongoing conflict has led to a humanitarian crisis, with widespread poverty, hunger, and disease. The threat of terrorist attacks is extremely high, and Westerners are often targeted. Third on our list is the Democratic Republic of Congo, a country struggling with political instability, corruption, and violent crime. The eastern regions of the country are particularly dangerous, with armed groups and militias operating with impunity. Fourth, we have Afghanistan, a country still reeling from decades of conflict and political instability. The Taliban insurgency remains a significant threat, and terrorist attacks are commonplace. Fifth is North Korea, a country notorious for its human rights abuses, political oppression, and extreme restrictions on tourists. Visitors are closely monitored, and any misstep can land you in serious trouble. Sixth is Syria, a country devastated by civil war and terrorism. The capital city, Damascus, is a war zone, and the threat of kidnapping, torture, and murder is extremely high. And last but not least, we have Libya, a country torn apart by conflict and political instability. The country is a hotbed of terrorist activity, and the threat of kidnapping and murder is extremely high. But out of all these countries, one stands out as particularly risky: Yemen. The situation on the ground is dire, with civilians caught in the crossfire of a brutal conflict. The country is a breeding ground for terrorist groups, and the threat of attacks is extremely high. In conclusion, these 7 countries are definitely not worth the risk in 2024. From political instability to health risks, there are far too many dangers lurking in each of these destinations. Remember, travel safety should always be your top priority. Thanks for watching, and if you have any personal experiences or tips on travel safety, please share them in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out our next video on essential travel tips and tricks to stay safe on the road.